All right, let's all come to a comfortable seated position. Oh, just begin to all gather in our space here together. Getting nice and cozy, whatever that means to you, whatever's going to feel ooey gooey, nurturing to you and your body in this moment. Let's take just a few minutes to stretch out side to side here. Bring the chin to the chest and then to the sky. Just taking a few moments to fully settle and land in this space, to fully settle and land in your body. Turning the head side to side, looking over the left shoulder and the right shoulder, making a few shoulder rolls here even. Let's up the ante. A little more of that love, that tending to this magnificent body that does so much for you, versus going in the opposite direction. Oh, beautiful. Oh, any yawns you got in there? Now's the time to get them out. Oh, perfect. Once you're ready, just kind of wiggle on into that seat, cozy in all the rest of the way. And welcome to Body Love Yoga. Our theme for tonight is going to be rest and reset. So this isn't necessarily like a restorative or gentle practice, but what I do want to emphasize is finding those pockets of rest and reset in the flow, right? Finding times to bring your hands to your body, letting the eyes soften or close, and taking that moment to rest, to reset, so you're not carrying any experience from one asana or pose into the next, but allowing each flow, each body range that you're working with to be fresh and new and open, right? Rest and reset. That's the name of the game tonight. And as always, if I'm advising anything or leading you into any posture that doesn't feel in alignment with where your body's at in this moment, then please feel encouraged, empowered to modify a pose, to take a micro movement, right? Like might be that I'm asking you to lift the arm up over the head, but that hand could always come to the hip. You can always turn it into a bind. There's 100,000 ways to embody every pose. So commit tonight to letting every pose you come into be an authentic expression of where you are at in this moment. No small thing, my friends. It means really paying attention to the self, but I believe that you've got this. All right. So finally, use an exhale, soften the shoulders down the back body, and an inhale to both root you down through the sits bones in your seat and also reaching out and extending to the top of the head. So finding some length in the spine, vertebrae stacked on top of vertebrae. As the top of the head reaches towards the sky, hands can come to rest comfortably on the thighs, sitting up nice and straight. And then as you're ready, allowing the eyelids to soften and close. And taking this time here to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. In through the nose and out through the nose. Just beginning to connect to this breath. Following that inhale into this body that encapsulates all of the magnificence that you are. These folds and dimples and freckles and wedges and fleshy bits. All of it is holding in and encapsulating the person that you are. All of it enables you to express your love out into the world. All of it is a gift in this present moment. So let's take a moment to pause or rest, to really tap into this authentic, radiant body that you have the privilege to live in, the privilege to experience this life through. And take that moment to reset. If there's any negative talk that's coming up for you right now, use that exhale to send it out into the world, blow it away from the body. Using that rest and reset to your advantage to further deepen this awareness, this appreciation for the skin that you're in. And even if your body isn't exactly as you'd like it to be, that could be for vanity's sake or health's sake or any other number of reasons, choose to acknowledge that in this moment, everything is as it should be. In this moment, you are manifesting the relationship to your body that you are striving for, wishing for, longing for. The journey starts here and now. Taking a few more deep breaths in through the nose here. We're going to practice some box breathing. Box breathing is 4 counts for the inhale, 4 counts to pause, 4 counts to exhale, and 4 counts to pause before the next inhale. And so I will be counting. So all you need to do is listen and follow direction. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4. Then releasing that controlled meditative state of breathing, and allow yourself to feel and breathe naturally for a few moments here. Checking in with the body, using that rest and that reset, getting the most out of this practice, the most out of this moment. Inhale to bring your awareness back to the space around you, bringing the hands to heart center and interlacing the fingers. Exhale to push those palms away from the body. Inhale to lift those arms up to center. And exhale to break free, arms at 90-degree angles. And then inhale to bring the palms back to center, interlacing. Exhale to push the palms away straight out in front of you. Inhale to lift to the sky. Exhale to break free. Inhale to come to center. Exhale to press away. Inhale to lift. Exhale to break free. One more round here. Moving with your own divine timing here. Trusting that you know the flow and the practice. And I know I said on time, but we're going to do one more. The next time the hands come to center, if you're using any props, move those out of the way. Anything underneath you, you can scooch on out of the way. Bring the soles of the feet flat on the earth in front of you. And inhale, extending, lifting to the crown of your head. Reach one arm all the way around to the side. Knees come to one side. Reach back and behind. Inhale to untwist, unwind, returning back to center. Exhale to the other side. Continuing with this little flow. You've got this. Moving with the natural vibes and rhythms of your body, tapping into that source of power and energy that's deep down in that belly, that uddiyana bandha, that fire in the belly, lives between the belly button and the low ribs. One more time on each side of the body here. And then inhale to return to center. Hug your knees in towards the chest and begin to rock back and forth on the spine. You can do this a few times. Hopefully you enjoy the process, letting it be playful and fun. Oh yeah. Aching up the body. And the next time you roll forward all the way onto hands and knees. Stacking hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Tuck that belly button up and in here, connecting to that fire in the belly. And then inhale, drop the belly, open the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale to round the spine, tuck the belly button up and in, chin to chest. Inhale to open. Exhale to round. Continuing with this pattern of inhale to open. Exhale to round. 3 more breath cycles here, following your own timing, your own divine course and pattern. So if you are steering your own ship by following the stars, right? In line with nature, the harmony of all as one. But next exhale, return to that nice flat back. Walk your knees back a little bit. And then reach your hands towards the front edge of the mat. Begin to melt the heart down towards the earth, but this time bring the hands to the front right edge corner of your mat as you come into your puppy pose. Really breathing into that side stretch here. Fully surrendering into the support of the earth beneath you. Inhale to bring those hands and head to center. And then exhale to walk the hands towards the left front edge corner of your mat now. Feeling that deep side stretch, remembering that this is a safe space for sighs, moans, groans. It is all welcome here, my friends. Inhale to return to center once more. And exhale to melt back into a child's pose, either the traditional child's pose or extended child's pose. Always an option to bring to bring a block under the forehead here. Can always assist and lift the earth to you. Pausing here, finding that rest and reset, acknowledging that we are shifting out of our warm-up, or waking up the body. We're resetting our day, our experience with ourselves, letting these next moments be fresh and new. Inhale to rise back up to that tabletop pose. Curling the toes under here and lifting the hips up and back into a downward facing dog. You can walk the pedals. You can walk the pedals. Whoo, holy cannoli. Walk the pedal out the feet here. Woo. I've got no excuse. This is my normal time and spot for teaching this class, but my brain's a little fuzzy, I guess. All right, so now bring your left hand to the center of your mat. Take your right hand, swim it all the way to the outer edge of that left thigh, and then look out under that left arm. Pausing here for 2 full breath cycles. Always an option to use that box breathing with the 4 counts. Inhale, pause, exhale, and pause. Inhale to unravel, unwind, replace that right hand to the center of the mat, pressing into it. Then take that left hand to the outer edge of the right thigh or all the way down to the shin for the outer edge. Hand on the outside edge of that leg. Oh, breathing deep here. Unraveling, unwinding, pressing back up to that traditional downward facing dog. You can always bend the knees slightly to find that length and extension through the spine. Keeping the neck in alignment with the head, and then inhale, lift the right leg up, coming into a 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend that knee, pulling it forward into an upward pigeon or hovering pigeon. Inhale to lift. Exhale to come forward. 3 more times here, remembering that there's no rush. There just is this experience, this body, this moment. All right, bring that foot back, returning to that downward facing dog. 1 more side, almost done here. Inhale to lift that left leg. Exhale to bend the knee, stepping it up and through. Inhale to the sky. Exhale to come forward. 3 more times here. Finding your strength. Finding your stability. Finding your grace. All right, step that foot all the way up and through now. Dropping that back knee down. And inhale to lift those arms up towards the sky. Pausing here, holding with integrity and grace, hips square towards the front edge of the mat. That back foot, you can be on the top of the foot or tuck those toes under. Shoulders square to the front edge of the mat. You can lean back a little bit, making this a back bend, heart opener. And then exhale, slide the hands down to heart center. Nice straight line of energy from the tip of the tailbone all the way extending through the crown of the head. And then option A is to exhale, twist, bringing the right elbow to the left knee. Or if you're looking for a bit more stability, support here, you can bring that right hand to the earth and open up the left hand to the sky. So yogi's choice here, take the time to check in and listen. If you are keeping the palms together at heart center, really pressing into those palms to open up the shoulders. Gaze can be straight ahead. Inhale to unravel, unwind. Exhale to bring those palms back down to the earth. Step the left leg all the way back and through. Curl the toes under and rock back and forth, stretching out those legs, that leg. Bring the left knee to meet the right. Inhale, extend the right leg straight out and back. Exhale to step that foot all the way up and through. And inhale to lift and rise. Always an option to keep the hands on the knees here, offering you more stability, support. Oh, exhale to lean back, opening up that heart space. And then exhale, returning to center, sliding the hands down to the heart. Exhale to twist or bring that left palm to the earth, right hand to the sky. Pausing for 3 breaths here. Digging deep, finding your sense of grounding and stability no matter what else is going on around you in this world. Inhale to unravel, unwind. Exhale to bring those palms back down to the earth. Extend the right leg straight out and back and tuck those toes under, rocking back and forth. Bring that knee to the earth, knees together, feet together, sit back on the heels, and then give those wrists a little like circles, some infinity symbols. Oh, you can open and close the hands. You can do like the reverse thriller here, like you open them up like they were, but then you go the opposite direction. So tops of the hands out towards the world. Little counter stretch there for all that we just had on the hands. Okay, lean forward once again. This time, step first the right foot up through the hands, curl the back toes under, step the left foot up. Oh, and then wrap the arms around the backs of the legs here and hold, pausing. Bringing a different perspective to this forward fold. Inhale to release that clasp and slowly roll up. Bring a hand to the belly, a hand to the heart, and pause, allowing the eyes to soften and close. Honoring our intention of rest and reset as we shift to the standing portion of your practice. Taking a moment to acknowledge everything your body has done up to this point in your practice. And how magnificent is it that you move in this way? How magnificent is it that your body does so much without you even consciously thinking about or acknowledging? You are an amazing being. Take a big deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose, and allow those eyelids to flutter back open, coming back to the space around us. Very nice. Coming into mountain pose, feet hip width distance apart here, slight micro bend in the knees. And we're going to let the arms go straight back and behind, and then bend the knees, come up onto the tippy toes here. So this is called a skier's pose. So knees bent, tippy toes. So it's sort of like a chair pose, except you're on your tippy toes and your arms are back and behind. Back up just a little bit. Beautiful job. Inhale. Arms come forward, this time coming up onto the tippy toes once again to see how tall you can be. Feet come down, hands come together. Exhale, hands go one direction, hips go the other. Breathing deep, always an option to keep the hands on the hips. Inhale to come back through to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale to come back to center. Exhale, those arms come back and behind, coming on to tippy toes, bent knees, skiers pose. Deep breaths here. Find your strength, find your power, find your integrity. Inhale this time. Up on tippy toes, arms to the sky. Reach, reach, reach. And then feet come down, palms come together. Exhale, hands go one direction, hips go to the other. Keeping the core muscles activated and engaged here. Inhale to center, exhale to the other side. Breathing deep, keeping those shoulders softened down the back body. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, swan dive all the way back to that forward fold, wrapping the arms around the backs of the leg and pausing here. Breathing deep. What is it that is ready to be reset in your life, in your practice, in this body? What are the narratives you are ready to change? Knowing that when you rest, you create the space to do that work. Inhale, release that grasp and slowly roll back up to standing, allowing the head to be the last thing that comes upright. Beautiful. Coming here now, staying in that integrity of mountain pose. So the feet strong and firm, connected to the earth. That length and extension through the crown of the head that starts by tilting that pelvis slightly forward. Keeping the shoulders softened down the back body. And then inhale, arms to either side of the body, back and behind. Pick up the right foot and let it begin to float back behind you as though you are floating through the air. As that leg goes back, the torso comes forward. I'm getting to play with some balance here. Always an option to hold onto the wall or a chair, something that might give you more stability. And inhale to come back to center. Same thing, other side. Inhale, begin to peel up that left foot this time. As the leg goes backwards, so do the arms, and the head goes forward. Breathing here, finding your balance, your strength, your energy. And then inhale to come forward again. Beautiful. Coming back to the stance, back to the integrity, back to the posture. Inhale. This time the arms are going to come forward while that leg goes back. And if you're doing this and it doesn't feel right, go back to the arms behind. There ain't no shame in that game. Try it out. If it's not for you, it's not for you. The judgment-free zone, remember? All right. Coming forward, finding that strength. Keeping that laser focus. One more breath cycle here, and then inhale, begin to slowly come up, acknowledging that those core muscles here are a key part of the stability necessary for this posture. All right, inhale, arms forward once again. And on an exhale, begin that delicate dance here of arms forward, legs backwards, not legs, leg backwards. Breathing deep here, pausing for 3 breaths. And then inhale, slowly rise back up to center. All right, we're gonna do it again one more time. But this time, as you go forward, so that same mountain pose, that same integrity in the posture, stability, grounding, the foundations, my friends. All right, and then inhale, Begin to bring those hands down towards the earth. And I'll say this could be a really beautiful place for a prop here. So if the hand doesn't come all the way to the earth, find a block, lift the earth to you, one arm back or one arm down, connecting to the earth or a block, the other arm up towards the sky. Gaze can be straight ahead or up towards the heavens. Breathing deep here, extended leg, nice and active in that foot. And exhale, begin to unravel, unwind, returning back to that standing posture. Take a deep breath in through the nose here and out through the nose here. Beautiful work. All right, same thing, other side. So you can bring that block over if you'd like. And then rooting down, finding your foundation here. Exhale, begin to lean forward as that left leg goes back and behind. Nice and active. One hand to a block or to the earth. And then the other arm opens up, lifting towards the sky here. Breathing deep. Gaze could be straight down on the earth, out to the side or up above overhead. Exhale, begin to slowly come back to center. Both feet connecting strongly to the support of Mother Earth, a hand to the belly, a hand to the heart. Allow the eyes to soften and close here. Big, deep breaths. Remembering that you have everything you need to be successful in this space. You learn a little bit more about yourself and about the postures every time you come into a pose. So take this moment of rest. Take a reset, better preparing you for the work that is yet to come. Inhale to return back to the space around you. Now turning to face the long edge of your mat and taking a big step about a leg's length in between the feet here. Then we're going to come into a little flow. So we're going to start with arms out side to side, nice and straight, feet parallel to each other. So toes pointing in the same direction right in front of you. Arms open side to side. Take a nice big deep breath in here. Take up space. And then exhale, rotate those feet out at 45-degree angles. Bend the elbows, bend the knees, sinking down into goddess. Inhale to open. Exhale to fold down. Inhale to open. Exhale to sink down. A few more times. Inhale to open. Exhale to sink. Inhale to open. This time, heel toe the feet closer together, so about shoulder distance apart. So imagine your feet are right under your shoulders. Those feet can come out at 45-degree angles. And this time, hands come to heart center and exhale to melt down into a yogic squat. Palms pressing into each other, arms inside of the knees, pressing in to open up further. You may be up flat-soled on the earth. You may have the toes tucked under you. Either way, it's all gravy. It's all part of your practice. Your body is beautiful and perfect in this shape as it is. Inhale to lift and lengthen, extending through the crown here. And then dropping the hands to the earth, come up towards the left, extend the legs straight out to the side of the right. Foot nice and active here, like it's pressed against the wall. And then inhale to bring the hands to heart center. or keeping them on the earth for stability, finding a focal point or drishti on the wall in front of you. Taking a big deep breath in here. Exhale, hands slide down to the earth, coming to the other side. Beautiful. Inhale to bring those hands to the heart. Big smiles here, loving this body. Oh, so thankful for all that you are able to accomplish with these fingers, toes, arms, legs, lungs, head, heart, all the stuff. Inhale. Walking back to that first side, firmly planting the hands to the earth, stepping the foot back and coming into plank pose and rocking back and forth here, really coming up onto the edges of those tippy toes. Yeah. And then coming to stillness for 3 breaths, finding your strength, tapping into it, knowing you have everything you need to be successful in this space. And then inhale, bring that left hand to the center of the mat, roll on to the inner edge of your left foot, outer edge of your right foot, and open up that left or the right hand to the sky. Breathing deep for 3 breaths. And then exhale, float that hand down, switch to the other side. So now inner left edge to the earth, outer right edge to the earth, left hand to the sky. Breathe for 3. Seriously. Big deep breath in and exhale to bring both hands to the earth. Exhale to slowly lower yourself down and inhale, press up into upward facing dog. Breathing deep here. And then exhale, drop those knees down, sink the hips back and down to the feet and come into your child's pose. Let this be your time of rest and rejuvenation, of taking thanks for all that there is. Acknowledging that once again, we are shifting towards a different part of our practice. The wind down, the cool down. And you've got this, my friend. There is no one out there better suited or better ready to do this work in this body than you right now. Inhale to slowly rise on up to hands and knees once again. This time, inhale, extend that left leg straight out, back and behind. Exhale, bend that knee, bring the left knee towards the left hand. The left foot comes close to the right thigh, and then turn around. Make sure that leg is going straight back and behind. If it's not, scissor hug those legs. Pull that left hip back, the right hip forward, straightening that leg out. And then coming up onto the fingertips, crown extending, lifting, heart open, shoulders softened. Feeling that connection to those core muscles strong here. Big deep breath in through the nose. And then exhale to melt yourself down to a resting pigeon. You can bring the forehead to the earth, a block, or you could even stack arm on arm or fist on fist here. Now is your time to surrender, welcoming in these moments of rest, these moments of reprieve, of respite, and breathing into those spaces, giving them new life, new energy. Inhale to slowly roll on up, unravel, unwind, first coming to that king pigeon. And then coming all the way back to tabletop here so we can reset on the other side. Inhale to extend that right leg straight out, back and behind. And exhale, bend that right knee all the way up and through. Right knee by right foot by left thigh. Checking at that back leg, scissor hugging. That's what it's called. Scissor hugging those legs. So right hip comes back, left hip comes forward. Inhale to lift up onto those fingertips, finding your strength and your power. This is a king pigeon, the king of the pigeons. There's some reverence to tap into in this posture. And then exhale to melt yourself down to the earth, choosing whatever supports you need to make this a fully restorative posture. Inhale to press back up to that king pigeon. Honoring a posture by coming out of it the way you've gone into it. Dropping those palms to the earth, sliding that back leg forward, stepping the front leg back, and then crossing the heels and rolling all the way up and through here. Keeping your toes flat on the earth, soles of the feet flat on the earth, and melt the torso slowly towards the ground. Giving yourself full permission to surrender into the support of Mother Earth here. Making sure that you can just brush the heels with your middle fingers. And inhale, pressing into the feet, the shoulders, the arms, lifting the hips up towards the sky, coming into bridge pose. Pausing for 4 breaths, only coming into this posture as far as you can hold and sustain for 4 breath counts. If you want to, you can roll the shoulders under the body and interlace the fingers, lifting the chest towards the chin towards the sky. Breathing deep. Perhaps allowing the eyes to soften or close. One more breath in here, and exhale to release that grasp. Slowly lower the hips back to the earth, and then walk the feet to be the width edge of the mat, and windshield wiper the legs side to side. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Inhale to bring those knees back to center, and then lift the feet up towards the ceiling, trying to straighten those legs out. Whew, and then inhale, lift the hands up towards the ceiling, coming into, I think this is called bed bug. I'm not 100% certain on that one. But you'll feel, the legs will start to naturally want to like slide down, but whoop, let's keep them up nice and high. Breathing deep here. And then exhale, let those knees begin to slowly melt in towards the chest. Hug those knees and gently rock side to side. Oh, make some circles with the knees here. Allow yourself to just slow it all down. Let those knees come together in the center of the body once again. And then exhale, let them fall all the way to the earth on one side, making sure that both shoulders stay firmly rooted to the earth. Open up the arms at shoulder height. And then exhale, turn the head to look in the opposite direction of the knees. Breathing deep here. Inhale to bring head to center and knees to center. And exhale to the other side. Really luxuriating in this time and space. Inhale to return to center once again. And taking any last stretches that would feel good here. They could be traditional yoga poses or otherwise. Just moving however the body wants to move. And then making your way towards your Shavasana, adding any layers or cushion under the body, supports under the knees for any discomfort that you may be experiencing in the low back. That could be blocks or pillows or rolled blankets. Acknowledging that the more time you take to come into a restorative, restful Shavasana, the more relaxed your body will be, the more you'll be able to reset before stepping off the mat and on into the world. Oh, you can begin to wiggle the fingers and toes here. Taking one more deep, nourishing breath cycle here before rolling onto one side. Ah, easing that transition from the back to upright. Pausing for another breath cycle. Remembering there's no rush to this time or space. Inhale, pressing into that palm to make your way towards a comfortable seated position of your choosing. Using an inhale to bring the hands to heart center and closing our practice with 3 Oms. Taking a nice big deep breath in. My wish for you on this day and every day that follows is peace of body, peace of heart, and peace of mind. Namaste. Oh, thank you everyone for joining, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.